Sports, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We go! 70, Indy. Protein spill. And ready.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Saquon Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Say go.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Good job.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They run with a jive. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle. First down.
Let's go.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. You. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Go.
On first down, it's Moss. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike's 54.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whip. A signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Back it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check safety, check. Check. Hold on. Check.
Let her.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Bang. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Slam.
You're out, Charlie.
Sponge. No.
And go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
60 or. Now set a tone, fellas. Now set a tone.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Got a man, Slayton. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 31. Kill.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. We're scoreless after 1.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jones heading up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Jumping. Check 50.
From the gun on third down, Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Jim. Switch.
Lock it. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Love going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That's what I do.
Ready? 10-2 start. Come on, the ball. X3. 218. Chopper. Snap.
And his first throw here is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it'll bring up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
He's moving, boys. He's moving. Stay careful.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Switch gears.
Back to the air on second down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Check nickel.
On third down, Love. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 14. That's complete to Slayton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Tighten up. Get it.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Ready?
On the run, it's Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Watch Mike. I got you.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Rocky Sin, a rookie 2nd-rounder from Temple, there to make the play.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Okay, ready?
51 to Mike.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
This is a Giant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
90.
Now it's a Giant. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
That's it, baby. We got
27, the ball carrier. He's brought down by Jibril.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
And an Eagle first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw. Love. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's a Giant. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Check three. Quick dash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
84. Who's that 84? Check 84. Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Love. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Graham Gano on for the field goal.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Catch made by Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go. Go. Go out. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, Haywood. Leo. Defense.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Corey Coleman. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shoot. Hey, exit. Hey, lock it. Lucky.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. 15 line. Hey, check Mike 46. Hey, Zoo. You ain't got nothing.
46 to Mike, 46. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 46, boys, 46.
Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
65. Check. Crunch. Wide. Get wide. Under 10. 10. Hey, check 24. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Hot.
Throwing again. Love. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. K1 Short able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught, Shepard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Recon, 132 fighter.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Kill, kill.
Protein spill.
Kill. Slam, slam.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
I'm here all day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You go tight. You got tight. 61. Matchbox, right. Yep.
2nd and 4. Throwing the out route Incomplete. That's Lamb. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Come on, QB, come on. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. No, no, no. Fall. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Check 26.
Now a handoff looking right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
This quarterback now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the Eagles' 10-yard line.
They'll try to right side here. Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Try to punch it in with Smith. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Deuce. Undercut.
That's 7. Let's go.
To throw again. Love. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Delta.
50 seconds mark. I hope you got your luck because I'm about to take you to school. Check 52.
Clock it.
36.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And to give this time to the tailback. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Zipper. 2 right here. Night, sweetheart.
He'll look to throw. It's caught at the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Smith trying to run for it. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way you often control the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this one complete to Smith. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The kick by Carlson is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the punt?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Go. Rock it. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Hey.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 46. Mike.
Hey, orbit. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Left. Watch left.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love, wide open receiver, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, Mike, 51. Yep, 51.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. From the gun, Love. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So now again, the Eagles will go for 2.
Watch his flat. Watch Econ. 132 fight. Watch his flat. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Look, squeeze.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready. 54. 54.
Let's go, D.
66. Bullet ride.
Alert 3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. This one to Slayton over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.